Hello and welcome back. I was trying to get up on this immediately, but I was busy today. I had a lot of appointments. Had to go get eyeglasses. Had to go do a couple things, get a couple things done. What we'll be reacting to today is obviously a staple of the channel. He's always going to be around. There's always going to be videos I'm be reacting to. Aesop Rock All City Nerve Map. Now, as a graffiti fan, All City caught me immediately because All City is the term in graffiti where you you're basically known. Your tags are known all across the city. They're in big visible places. You could see them. They're on the side of subway cars, whatever. If they don't buff the trains after they bomb them. So to go All City means the graffiti. So I got a feeling that. Well, I don't have a feeling. I've heard this song. I listened to it when the album came out. Now I just reacted to the video. But it's all the way through this. There is a theme of just graffiti and everything, even going past All City to All State to maybe even All Nation if the vacation goes on long enough. So, anyways, let's hop right into it. I also want to say, as a comic book nerd, this intro is from a Spider-Man. I've at least read the comic now. If there's some animated older Spider-Man show that I haven't seen, maybe that's exactly what it came from. But this line is word for word in that comic.
There's nothing you or anyone can do. This is my nightmare. I've got to get out of it myself, just as I got into it.
First uninvited tech I hear pinging, ringing a cameo from the Hammerstone. Bam, the fantasy brandishing a banana phone.
I'm not going to pretend to act like I know what the fantasy brandishing banana phone is, but I do know that the first uninvited tech I hear pinging, ringing a cameo from the Hammerstone. It means he's going to bash whatever robot dog or drone has peeped him when he doesn't want to be peeped. That's pretty clear. I mean, that's evident. It's just the way he mixes words is just incredible, though. So let's go back. Let's get it from the top there.
First uninvited tech I hear pinging, ringing a cameo from the Hammerstone. Bam, the fantasy brandishing a banana phone. Cramping to the glamper van, vanish off the candy cam, frying pan of fire like a vandal hand on Montana gold.
So obviously, in the theme of this song, he's packing his crew into the glamper van, and they're about to go just tag everything.
The fantasy brandishing a banana phone. Cramping to the glamper van, vanish off the candy cam, frying pan of fire like a vandal hand on
Vandal hand to Montana Gold. As a graffiti person, I also know that Montana Gold is a very well-known paint can brand. I think maybe the color, something like that. I remember hearing Montana Gold a lot in a bunch of graffiti documentaries I used to watch as a kid. I used to love graffiti, even though I grew up in a place where there wasn't. So as soon as I got to the city when I was like in my 20s, when I was 20, I saw real true graffiti for my own eyes for once. It's just beautiful. But Montana Gold, vandals, a vandal hand to Montana Gold, vandals. Graffiti artists are often called vandals, even though it's truly art. It turned an ugly building into something beautiful if they're good at it.
Montana Gold, fan the flame of animals with access to the roof like Michelangelo about to free a statue from a cube. Hold a can of ruby like a spam Masubi. In a blink I turn a block or two to pomegranate smoothie. All state ball of fleas, walk in front of Greyhound and Aesop.
Oh my God, that little whistle type thing there. That the bass line at the beginning where that kicks in, that bass line is dope, and that little whistle is dope. Man, I might have to steal those Sims. Sorry, Ace.
Block or two to pomegranate smoothie. All state ball of fleas, walk in front of Greyhound and Aesop clean. Even Paul of Thebes came out. Office in the hall of me, I can't even check.
So All State. So that's what I say. He's going past All City and dressed so clean. Even Paul Thebes came out. I think what that means is like he made a tag so brilliant that even the most famous Christian hermit, back when they were persecuting hermits, would come out to see it, even though he was known to never leave where he went into. Just how does one man have this much knowledge built up? Like, I don't get it.
A blink, I turn a block or two to pomegranate smoothie. All state ball of fleas, walk in front of Greyhound and Jay so clean. Even Paul of Thieves came out. Office in the hall of me. I can't even check the mail without a trail of handlers waving around dog treats. Here, boy, aces from before the first Star Wars. I survived Action Park, I survived lawn darts. So
Okay, he just dated himself very thoroughly in here. Before the first Star Wars, he has to be over 40 years old. I mean, he says he's like in his 40s, but he's got to be pushing closer to 50 at that point. I don't know, man. It has to put him being born in the early 70s at some point, or at least mid 70s. I don't know exactly when it came out. I knew it was in the 70s because 70s Show made a big deal about it, but I could be being misled about that. But then also, I survived Action Park. I survived lawn darts. Lawn darts has lasted way past. Like, lawn darts were still around in the 90s. And they were dangerous things, a game I would not play. Same as that croquet was kind of crazy game. I haven't really heard anyone playing that since the 90s either. But I know one of my buddies got smacked in the fucking face with one of those. It was pretty bad, and them balls can take off and whack a motherfucker too. Alright, let's get it.
The bar all stars buzzing and bitching. I got a seat at the summit for any son of perdition. What's up? All type of shit, all type of shit. Dashing through the atlas, throwing magic at the sciences. I'll be in the crow's nest most days. I'm ahead a whole mess rotate. All type of shit, all type of shit. Mashing through the mire, the master of my environment. I've been doing laps of the lost world. I could draw a map to the raw nerve. By the bridge, the air is the edge to it. It smell like a burning centra, it tastes like a tanzuna. The tension is extra, extra. The methyl inducer hubris, the hubris produce a weapon for any potential Judas. And
So what I get from this is he's by the bridge, obviously. He's about to tag something. He smells the Centras, because Centras are known for like leaking oil and stuff. He smells the electricity in the air from the TINS unit, which is like an electrical unit that sends signals and shit to you. But what an artist, man! And I'm obviously not going to be able to decipher every line. I don't have that wealth of knowledge. I haven't read all the ancient tomes of all the things that apparently he has. But one thing I want to say is that we'll always come up with these, because there is a thorough line through this all. Everything makes sense in its own way in the way he says it, but not all of us are going to be able to get that the first time around, you know what I mean? And one thing I want to make sure I say about it is everyone always, and I said this in the other one when I said he's getting better at being more plain on a mindful solutionism, where it's really more painted out plainly for you. But when it gets cryptic, man, it is not gibberish. Everything is gibberish until you understand it. To me, most foreign language are gibberish because I don't understand them. But if I took the time to understand them, I would find out they are saying stuff. They are speaking their own language and they're saying stuff. It's not gibberish. You're just ignorant to it.
I've been doing laps of the lost world. I could draw a map to the raw nerve. By the bridge, the air is the edge to it. It smell like a burning centra, it tastes like a tanzuna. The tension is extra, extra. The methyl inducer hubris, the hubris produce a weapon for any potential Judas. A newbie could be confused with. It ain't the hood to play who's who in. I mean, you ain't even you in it to who is. I cook under every nook, I'm a snapper, the sewer.
That's what I've been trying to figure out too. You ain't even who in it. You ain't even who in it to who is. Like that, I feel like obviously it's like, you think you're running shit until you run into someone who's actually running shit. Like it could mean that too. But I feel like it means something more, and I want to eventually figure out what that exactly means.
It ain't the hood to play who's who in. I mean, you ain't even you in it to who is. places. I cook into every nook. I'm a snap at a sewer cap. It's a mile of an even cobble, a map of the booby traps. I've been active around the alleys, beyond with a taxi, beyond with a bus will bust you with the blood on the classic khakis. A cannonball in the traffic, a fire escape is trapeze. A lapse in the record when he circled back to tag the Applebee's and procure the appetizer breadsticks. They kill us in the law.
See? Tagging everything they come across. Circle back to the Applebee's. Plus, I like that line he says after that. Let's listen.
Fire escape is trapeze, a lapse in the record when he circled back to tag the Applebee's and procure the appetizer breadsticks. They kill us in the long run, but unite us in the present. A sign of life in the dead ends, even if it's mostly mildew. You ain't get it if you still on that water you getting into. All type of shit, all type of shit. Dashing through the atlas, throwing magic at the sciences. I'll be in the crow's nest most days. I'm ahead of whole mess rotate. All type of shit, all type of shit. Mashing through the mire, the master of my environment. I've been doing laps at a lost world. I can draw a map to the raw nerve. Raw nerve. Raw nerve. Raw nerve. I'm part of what the dour climate bee gets. The people that don't jump at the power that bees has.
Just listen.
I'm part of what the dour climate bee gets. The people that don't jump at the power that bees behest.
Part of what the dour. It just means I'm a product of my environment. The environment is dying. And we're not just going to jump to what the threats have to say against us. We're going to do what we got to do.
Come bounce around the house of flying rejects. We've been eating where upheaval is a feature, not a defect. Tortellini MREs and zero dirty dishes. Only dirty minions yelling over your journalism. I got witches and wizards who opt to summer under bridges over sun-kissed in the tropics. Maybe something's in the liquid. I'm foreign to the comfort of performance for the glory. Every artist part of outrunning an origin story that get pressed into the corners and connecting the dots in no order. Learn to render any exit I want. It's a hole in the floor. It's a door in the bricks. It's a bike in the alley when you can't warp to the ship. I stuck a fork in myself before you were spores in a dish. The mission only as important as that lore in your lip. Sure shit, all type of shit, all type of shit. Dashing through the atlas, throwing magic at the sciences. I'll be in the crow's nest most days. I'm ahead of whole mess rotate. All type of shit.
So yeah, that's it, man. The video wasn't much to react to because he's just in this dingy, abandoned ass place. He's got his face blurred out, because uninvited tech. Got to hit it with the hammer stone. So good. It really does stick to that, integrated tech solutions, trying to avoid all this tech that is just oppressive, surveillance tech and all that, candid cams and all that. Man, the dude, this album is one of his best albums. It's always hard to pick, but this is, each one always improves upon the other, but this one, I love it. Every song I hear, I just fall in love with it more. More and more as I pick it apart, I'm like, Jesus, my man. But that's going to be it for this one. I'm sorry I was kind of all over the place. I really shouldn't get super ripped before I do these things. It's kind of hard to remember everything I'm trying to remember to say or that I hear that I need to bring up. And by the time I pause it, I forget it. But one thing I'll never forget to say is I love y'all. Be good. Be good to your mothers. Be good to each other. Be peaceful. Keep doing it. Keep doing it every day despite. Don't be a product of your environment. Make your own environment. You know what I'm saying? I love y'all. I got to keep this under 15 until I can get my shit to where I don't know why it won't let me do that yet on Streamlabs and to YouTube, but I gotta go, y'all. It was fun getting back at you on the day of a new video. I'm sorry it was a little late though. All right, y'all have a good night.